August is the month for fire. In the hottest time of the year, the heat of the day bakes the body. Sweat is no stranger. August is the time for remembering fire. From Hiroshima and Nagasaki to Watts, the remembrance of fire still burns. Children born of the flames remember those who perished in the pyre. Those who survive carry red-hot cinders in their hearts to remind them of those who died. Those who remember cannot forget the explosions, the fire, and the bullets. Those who were witnesses will never let this fire die out in their hearts. It burns brightly, fueled by equal parts of anger and love. August is a time of fire, creating children of the fire who are determined that things will not be as they were. These fire children roam the planet. They will not be quenched. They will not be extinguished. They will not be put to sleep. In the twilight of the dying empire, they light up a new shining path wherever they go. August 1993, Ramona is free. Mumia is still on death row. Mumia Abu Jamal, Ramona, Africa, your crimes were that you survived. Ramona, Africa, you are guilty in the oppressor's eyes of being a strong black woman. In America, this crime is worse than murder, worse than child abuse in the ledgers of the sick old men who twist the laws to serve their needs. You survived their Holocaust, Hiroshima on Osage Avenue, Dresden in Germantown. You survived a firestorm and hail of bullets. They could not quench your spirit in their jails. You burst forth from captivity in a blaze of strength and beauty. The fire for liberation burns in you. It makes the sun pale in comparison. And you too, Mumia. Being a survivor, the criminals who sit in misjudgment branded you as a criminal. These pompous, pious white men in black robes and their little jackals have some nerve. They think they can silence the voice of the oppressed. They dream on. Your fiery voice rings out like an Archie Shepp saxophone solo. Fire music for warriors who have not yet met their match. They tried murder on the streets and that failed. They think they can cool you out behind bars and put your soul on ice and have you come out wearing a fireman's uniform, jumping like a puppet on a string to their sick tunes. They are sadly mistaken. They merely have taken you from one tinderbox to a different one. Take heart, brother Mumia. The fields grow parched in the light of the August sun. What is said about the single spark is true. Already there is heat lightning. Word on the street says, if Mumia dies, fire in the skies. Fire in the skies like the fire that sprang up in Watts in 1963. Who would have thought that an on-air personality at a soul station would have come up with a battle cry for a new generation? All he did say was, burn, baby, burn, because a particular piece of music set fire to his imagination. Now LA is on fire and his words are like accidental oral incendiary devices. They are not his words anymore. They have a life of their own. Those who speak in the language of nothing to fear or lose claim them as their words. There's nothing the creator of these words can do now because you can't copyright any part of the liberation struggle. Watts 1963, the spark didn't die as some thought it would. It went underground and popped up all over the world. Then it got homesick in 1992, then it went away again. It has not been extinguished. The forces of St. George Bush could not put out the flame from this ageless dragon. The people from the South Central know this for a fact. They send secret coded messages to the dragon. Messages that say, don't be a stranger around here anymore. The truth is marching in, said Albert Eiler. The music from his saxophone and his ensemble leaps like a fire from the speakers. You are a child of August, born on August 13th to be exact. Albert Eiler, you lived a life of intensity. Like your music, it burned with atomic flames. Sunspots danced around when you played. Your music was so hot, so intense, caused your drummer Sonny Murray to moan in sympathy. Like Icarus and Daedalus, you and your brother flew too close to the sun. And like the Greek myth, you crashed to earth. On Thanksgiving Day, they found your body floating in a New York river, strapped to a jukebox. Even in death, your music still burns as though you were alive. It's July 4th in Philadelphia. Ramona Africa is speaking about Mumia. Someone is playing a cassette of your music by the hot dog stand. It still has the power to scare ghosts. Comrade George, Soledad brother, there is a special place in this poem for you. The world mourns your passing. George Jackson murdered on August 21st. They killed your body and not your spirit. The rebel musicians sing.
1, 2, 3. There's Jackson in your house.
Frightened pink boys, fresh from a desert storm, look under their beds. They see nothing, yet they cannot rest. They see nothing, yet they cannot rest. They see a new generation of George and Georgia Jacksons are rising up, standing tall all over the planet. They can be found in Peru, in Azania. Look for them in the fires of Los Angeles or in the whirlwind of the Intifada. Watch out, Knights of the Living Dead. This new generation of Soledad sisters and brothers are coming after you. They have struggle in their hearts.